This intense courtroom moment captures a 25-year-old defendant standing before a judge after violating her probation and failing to appear as ordered. What seems like a straightforward hearing quickly turns into a tense back and forth, as the defendant tries to convince the court to give her another chance through treatment instead of jail time. However, her statements raise serious doubts, as she contradicts herself. First claiming she doesn't need help, then later begging for treatment to avoid being locked up. As the hearing continues, the judge carefully reviews her history and points out a pattern of behavior that cannot be ignored. The defendant had already been given multiple opportunities to turn her life around, including several chances at treatment programs, yet she failed to follow through and even disappeared from probation. Her shifting narrative and lack of accountability make it clear to the court that her request may not be genuine, but rather a last-minute attempt to escape the consequences of her actions. Despite the defendant's emotional plea, the judge remains firm and focused on the bigger picture: responsibility, honesty, and respect for the law. In the end, the court decides that enough chances have been given, and probation is officially revoked. The defendant is sentenced to jail time, a decision that highlights the serious consequences of repeated violations and failing to take responsibility. This moment serves as a powerful reminder that in court, actions speak louder than words, and true change requires more than just promises.
Okay, I need that talking in the background to please stop. Ma'am, you asked for treatment, so why did you ask for treatment?
Jail.
I'm sorry?
To not have jail time.
Oh, that's what I thought.
I don't know, just things I've been drinking a lot of water, and there's just a lot of things I wasn't doing before that I've been doing since I've been in here.
Yes, no, man, you're not getting probation, I can tell you that much.
Is there any way I could get treatment?
Yeah, you told this court you don't need treatment.
Okay,
No, you told this court the only reason you said that is because you didn't want to do the jail time.
I think I need treatment.
Ma'am, you were very clear. You've been to treatment 7 times and you don't need treatment anymore.
No, I do.
You know how to work the program.
No, I got a little.
Coerce you in any way if you enter into a plea.
No.
All right, counsel, you can please forward to your client.
Yes, I'd like to direct your attention to June 15th, 2023 and June 22nd, 2003. Did you fail to appear for a probationary instruction?
Yes.
And additionally, while on probation, you did accrue a new charge, correct?
Yes.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied the plea is knowing, voluntary, factually accurate. The court will accept your plea to the probation violations. Enter a plea of guilty based upon your enter a probation violation based upon your plea of guilty, and that'll be technical violations 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And counsel?
Your Honor, I saw the recommendation for 60 days jail. I asked that my client get credit for the time that she's been in since December 1st. I'd ask that it run concurrent with the admonishment that she's received from the charge that she just took a plea on. And then furthermore, she did ask that during this time in custody, if possible, she would like the opportunity to be tethered to treatment. Thank you, Judge.
All right, Ms. Bolchak, did you request to be tethered to treatment while you've been on bond?
Yes, just to try to have time. I mean, I don't think I personally need treatment, but I know that was something that I asked for when I first got arrested. So I'll do the days. I'll do whatever it takes, but I really just want to get home.
Okay, ma'am, let me ask you a couple questions. Number one, if you don't think you need treatment, why did you ask to go to treatment?
I was trying to have like the days made up. I don't know if I don't really know.
Well, ma'am, you asked for treatment, so why did you ask for treatment?
Jail.
I'm sorry?
To not have jail time.
Oh, that's what I thought. Okay, so, and you don't think you need treatment? Given what's been going on with you the last year, you don't think you need treatment?
Honestly, no. I really found myself in here. I've been spending time with myself. I don't know. I don't feel like I need a guy or anything. I don't know. I just want to get going on life.
Well, man, the way you've been going on life, not a great start. How old are you?
25.
25. Advisement status is revoked. You had an opportunity to not have your possession charge on your record, and you didn't do a darn thing with probation. Not at all. You're just.
This time, I told myself, like, you know, it would be at least 6 months. That's all I would really need to get like clean, and you know, by summertime I'd be, you know, working. I really want to get a car. But aside from the job thing, just, you know, I want to draw and make music, and I don't know. I just want to do things for myself, and I like coffee again. I don't know, just things I've been drinking a lot of water. There's just a lot of things I wasn't doing before that, like, I've been doing.
Ma'am, part of the concern, right, is when you get out, how are you going to continue to do stuff, right? That's part of what treatment is, and you don't think you need treatment. So
I've been to treatment 7 times. I've been to treatment like 7 times. I don't know. I know how to work the program. I know to go to a meeting when I need to. I know there's just different times. I know.
So you go through the motion. You go through the motions. So you just go through the motions. You don't really receive what it is that you're getting.
I really think I've learned a different way. I've been incarcerated this time, man. It's. I don't know. It's just, it feels different. It feels really different. I'm willing to go for any probation that you
Judge, we're ready to hear the sentencing. We are ready to proceed, Judge.
Yes, no, man, you're not getting probation. I can tell you that much. The court's going to, on 23405, the court's going to adopt the recommendation, revoke probation, close the case without improvement, $50 probation violation fee, 60 days jail. On 23739, the court's going to adopt the recommendation. Your under advisement status is revoked, your probation is revoked, $50 probation violation fee, 60 days jail. The court will know that will be served concurrent. And then the court's going to also order on 232479, the court's going to order 93 days jail. Credit for your 15 days. That's consecutive with 23739 and 23405. And the court will suspend your fines and costs on this matter.
What?
Any questions, counsel?
No, Your Honor.
Any questions, ma'am? 60 on your probation violations plus 93 plus 15. So that's going to be, I can tell you exactly what that is, ma'am.
Is there any way I could do treatment?
138 days.
Is there any way I could do treatment?
And you told this court you don't need treatment.
Okay,
No, you told this court the only reason you said that is because you didn't want to do the jail time.
No, that's
So
not.
you can do the jail time.
Ma'am, I'll do treatment.
And quite frankly, ma'am, with your lengthy warrant status and you're absconding from probation, I'm not sure that you would not abscond from your.
I can't do 130 days.
Yeah, you said you didn't need treatment.
I do.
The problem was, when I went to sheriff, I
need help with housing when I get out of here. I'm gonna need.
I'm sorry?
I need help with housing when I leave here. You know, I have my.
Okay, I need that talking in the background to please stop.
somebody in.
My court recorders indicated our record is a mess because of all the talking in the background. And what was that, Ms. Bolchak?
I really don't, I think I need treatment instead.
Ma'am, you were very clear. You've been to treatment 7 times and you don't need treatment anymore.
No, I do.
You know how to work the program.
No, I got a little ahead of myself. That's what I asked for when I first came in, because I do have a drug.
Judge, potentially, Judge, I know that potentially she might be asking for some sort of mental health treatment, but I understand this docket does need to be moved along. So if necessary, we have to have the matter recalled later in the morning to potentially have it reevaluated. But I understand the docket does need to move along, Your Honor. Thank you, Judge.
Ms. Bolchak, I'm not ordering treatment for you at this point because you stated that you don't need treatment and you only asked for it so that you didn't have to do jail time. Given that and the fact that you had absconded from probation with this court, the court is concerned that you're not going to abscond from treatment. So at this point, 138 days is what you're going to serve, ma'am.
As the hearing comes to a close, the outcome serves as a powerful reminder that the justice system values accountability over empty promises. The defendant was given multiple opportunities to make a change, but her inconsistent actions and failure to follow through ultimately led to serious consequences. Despite her final plea for treatment, the court focused on her pattern of behavior rather than her words in the moment. This case highlights an important lesson. Real change requires commitment, not convenience. When someone is given chances to improve but continues to ignore those opportunities, the court is left with little choice but to act decisively. The judge's decision reflects the importance of responsibility, honesty, and respect for the law. In the end, this moment stands as a clear example that actions carry weight, and repeated violations cannot be overlooked. It's a strong message that while the system may offer second chances, it also expects effort and sincerity in return.